Welcome back to News Across Nigeria. Remember, for more on our top stories and others, please visit our website, channelstv.com and youtube.com/channelsweb. Log on to m.channelstv.com to watch us on your mobile device or download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS and Windows devices from their respective stores. Having the Channels TV and Channels 24 app will give you access to news and updates. You'll also have access to the Eyewitness feature, with which you can share those pictures, videos or news of happenings around you. Just install the app, then tap and swipe to reveal the menu and follow the instructions to share. Cross River State is just one step away to becoming the first smart city state in Nigeria, following a formal test run of a new ICT infrastructure in preparation for full connectivity before this year's annual carnival. Codenamed Cali Smart, the project, which is in collaboration with a consortium of German firms, is designed to provide cheaper and heavier internet services to residents in the Calabar metropolis.
What we're doing is in the entire Calabar, Greater Calabar City. Everywhere you are in Calabar, including direct to home. Direct to home is the fiber optic that we have taking you to your house. So on IPTV, you're connecting your TV, so your TV becomes an internet service point. You can digitally do your research on your TV, watch your movies, listen to news, and do every other thing without paying to MTN, without paying to Glo, just paying to Cali Smart, which goes to Cross River Economy. And all of us, again, should go back to our various phones and try this out and you see how it works for you. When you browse with Cali Smart, you don't have a challenge whether it's buffering, because the bundle, the package is heavy, the network is dense, it's illimitable, it is limitless broadband. You can go on and on, you can watch all your movies, and it's the same price. So you don't have to worry about recharging. It's only once in a month.
Governor of Cross River State, Ben Ayade. Well, the Department of Petroleum Resources has warned marketers that are hoarding products and selling them at higher prices that will be made to face the consequences of their actions when caught. In Imo State, southeast Nigeria, the acting zonal manager of the Department of Petroleum Resources led his team on a routine inspection of filling stations and sealed five of them for sharp practices. Meanwhile, in Jos, the Plateau State capital, north-central Nigeria, the DPR also attributes the artificial scarcity to hoarding. They say that trucks load fuel every day to the state, and all NNPC depots have enough to go round.
Since the news of the scarcity of premium motor spirit in some parts of the country, independent marketers in different states have taken advantage of the situation to increase their prices to about 160 to 170 naira per litre. And Imo State in southeast Nigeria is one of those areas where residents buy fuel higher than the federal government's regulated price. Aside the hike, the issue of under-dispensing and hoarding has also contributed to the hardship of consumers.
Before we are buying fuel at 160, I don't know the reason why we are buying fuel at 160. Now just now I see them, they are just selling me 145 naira.
Because at times I buy fuel of 500 naira for other fleet station, but one sometimes you come to here or other fleet station, the fuel will not complete like 500 naira market.
The Department of Petroleum Resources, whose mandate is to enforce adherence to the regulated fuel price, is out to monitor compliance following complaints by end users. 5 filling stations were sealed in the process, while some others were forced to reduce their prices and sell to consumers immediately.
Under delivery, weapon train. Should be here at 10.
For us in the DPR, our message is steadfast and straightforward. To the independent marketers, the DPR has got a job to do to make sure that you sell the product at the regulated price of 145 naira. If you don't sell it at that, the DPR will find you. As we make our rounds in our surveillance, we will find you, we will detect where you're hoarding it, and we'll make sure you face the full wrath of the law and you will sell it at the regulated price. We have come across the stories told by marketers of their inability to source the products here and there, but that has nothing to do with the DPR. Because for the government, the price of PMS, specifically the PMS, has not changed and it has not been deregulated.
And in Plateau State, north central of the country, the head of the DPR's Monitoring and Regulations Unit gives an assurance of adequate supply of PMS.
What we observe in town is that there is a really shortage of supply, but now the depot has beefed up since on Friday. Through Saturday, there is increase in supply in Plateau. Like the last one dispatched on Saturday were about 18 trucks.
Although there has been an improvement in the supply of premium motor spirits in the past few days, authorities in charge of the oil and gas sector may need to be out and about just a little bit more to prevent a return of fuel queues.
The Ibadan Electricity Distribution Company has assured its customers of improvement of its services, while the managing director of the company, Mr. John Donoghue, gave the assurance when members of the House Committee on Power visited its facilities and also met with some customers. The lawmakers say the forum became necessary to feel the pulse of Nigerians and also provide respite for the shortest possible time.
There have been complaints by some power consumers about the services of the Ibadan Electricity Distribution Company. This possibly is the reason for this visit by members of the House Committee on Power, who were taken around the facility by the company's managing director.
Ibadan Electricity Distribution Company jurisdiction is to interact with the customers, which is the Nigerian electorate who sent us to represent them, on all the issues that have been brought to plenary on power problems, complaints, and it's all in a view to get better service to Nigeria. Nigerians are eager and in a hurry to have better life, which of course power is a critical indices for improving that life for Nigeria.
From this visit, the lawmakers consider it necessary to interact with the consumers in a forum which is the first of its kind. From all over Ibadan and its environs, these men and women are here to do an appraisal of the activities of the Energy Distribution Company.
Because of lack of equipment, their response time is not very encouraging. The problem hasn't been with the staff, but with the management. Like I said earlier on, they don't have that equipment. Most of their service centers, they have non-functional vehicles. Where you have functional vehicles, they will use it for cash drive in the morning instead of attending to the customer's fault or complaint.
IBEDs have been performing very well of recent. We have almost like 18 hours light electricity supply, but it comes for like 4 days consecutively very well. Then the next 3 days, we don't have anything.
There are promises to tackle all these challenges.
Obviously, a lot of the issues were very directed to particular issues. But when you summarize it, one is how do we solve the meter program? And because we have to, as discos, we have to supply meters. But we can't afford to supply, which is the issue because of the liquidity issue. But we should be supplying. 2, the issue of estimated billing. Until you meet everybody, estimated billing is going to be with us for a while. And we need to work closer with the communities with regard to estimated billing.
One hopes that this meeting will yield fruits that will translate into improved service delivery moving forward.
Still ahead on news across Nigeria, President Buhari has launched a policy framework and national action plan to curb violent extremism. Join us again.